Previously on The Final Pitch, the picks of Team Mega Global and Team Air Asia met with their respective potential investors for a day of mentorship and business challenges.
Up, up. Roll out now, anticipate.
This week, it's time for the entrepreneur picks of Team Tagcash to meet the tokenizer, Mark Vernon.
My name is John Aguilar, and I'm an entrepreneur television producer based in Manila.
I've gathered 4 illustrious investors looking to fund and support the next great Filipino company. William T. Lim, founder of Mega Global Corporation, makers of the #1 sardines in the country, Mega Sardines. Congressman Mikey Romero, billionaire sportsman, port operator and co-founding owner of Philippines Air Asia. Michael Dargani, President and CEO of Ice Cream Inc., Philippine licensee of the well-loved global ice cream brand Baskin-Robbins. And Mark Vernon, British angel investor and founder of the blockchain-based digital currency payment platform, Tagcash. Our goal is to find the best up-and-coming entrepreneurs and help take their businesses to the next level. In the end, they face the investors in the pitch of their lives. Many will try, but only a few will make it to the final pitch. Mark Vernon, British entrepreneur and angel investor, is the resident tech and cryptocurrency evangelist of the final pitch. He is known in tech circles as the tokenizer for his mission to move almost anything and everything into the blockchain. Before his entry into the Philippine startup scene, Mark led a very colorful life. His story is the stuff of legend. Mark was a rebellious son and had to go through a lot of obstacles in his early life.
I grew up in Cyprus and Malta. My father was military, but I was a bit of a rebel when I was a child. So at 16, I joined the army. Spent 2 years being told what to do, so it's the wrong move. So when I was 18, I left. After about 9 months of getting work in around Scotland and stuff, I went to London. The little money I had ran out very quickly, and then ended up homeless. So homeless and freezing, and really, really cold. For about 6 years, I was working lots of different jobs, and usually I couldn't work for someone else because I always thought I could do their job better, even if I couldn't. So that means that you end up being self-employed.
Not comfortable with being told what to do, Mark eventually ventured into the path of entrepreneurship.
And once you start working for yourself, you don't really want to go back to working for someone else. My first tech startup was 1988. And I went to Silicon Valley in 95 with very little money and created the startup they had over there. That was before online video really hit. At that time, we started to make money. Most of my business have been because I wanted to make an impact and driven by wanting to change something. So at the time, IT training was really expensive, so I wanted to change that. I produced a product called iPlots, which is a mock-up software. So when I was traveling, I could make up mock-ups and my remote developers could actually follow rather than using Photoshop, Illustrator and so on. And a few years later, 2004, I tried to retire. So I bought a boat and sailed around the world for 6 years, which is why I'm in Asia.
In 2011, Mark found an opportunity in the Philippines.
So when I came here, I was pleasantly surprised. Makati is quite a nice place to come to, first time. And so I started looking around for investment as well. It was pretty good here. One of the first things you notice here is the lack of payment. There's no credit cards usage, certainly 7 years ago. It hasn't changed that much now. And I wanted to do a reward system. I had ideas for doing rewards based on sharing things on Facebook. I need to do my own product. And that's where Tagcash was born. Tagcash is a digital wallet, but it handles money, it handles cryptocurrency, it handles non-fungible tokens like collectibles and game tokens. You can invest in your fellow startups. You can borrow money, lend money. You can book your services. You can transfer money to each other. You can play games. You can win things. Mix in the rewards with that. Make it fun. Do something like that for the Philippines. That's challenge. I've always been in blockchain and crypto for 6, 7 years now, and I wanted to use Bitcoin as a reward structure rather than just points. And then it developed into a lot more than just small amounts of money. Bitcoin became speculative. I co-founded the FinTech Philippines Association last year with the aim of bringing fintechs together to enable cashless payments in the Philippines. So a lot of my goals with Tagcash align with the FinTech Association's move to try and make the Philippines cashless.
Mark was one of the first people that I met in the startup ecosystem, that we were just hanging out and just talking, and it turned out that a guy that has a lot of ideas. He's sort of a mad scientist in some Renaissance sort of way, I guess, for fintech, and so constantly wanting to fidget with businesses. Those are his experiments, really, and so I think he's somewhat ageless. The lack of hair probably is his big tell as to his actual age, because if you talk to him, you wouldn't know that he's in his 50s. But if you talked about his activities, the Muay Thai kickboxing and the interest, you go to his condo and see the samurai swords, and he lives with his mom. He had his little, his dog, Nick Knock is the name. He's a hobby guy. He's lived life, and he's still living life. He's having fun, and that's really what it should be all about.
Certainly in the final pitch, I need deal flow. I need more startups that I can invest in and ask if they want to come onto the platform to raise money. And obviously it's a move to try and get people to understand Tagcash a bit more. And it is something that I've never done before. I've never been on TV, so I wanted to have some fun. I'm not in it just for the money, but obviously the money helps me have more fun in the future, investing in more business and so on, where we can make the interest on it, which is more than 40 million. What I'm looking for is someone who has the same passion I have in a business. I said, what do you want to change? What do you want to make better? What drives you? And those are things I look for.
It's a job skill matching platform.
Diplomazee, I don't have any interns in the company, so I want to, as a resource to pull them from that, and fresh grads as well. I need a resource. I also liked the guy's presentation. He knew what he was talking about, and he presented well.
A multi-brand lifestyle concept store.
Society 8 for me is a good bet. I was impressed with what she was doing, and now she's grown quite a bit and quite rapidly as well. The core idea is, it's easy to understand. We can leverage the use of Tagcash for the settlement. We can solve so many problems there.
I would like to make a proposal, so...
I love it.
Bright guy, I just liked his passion, his story. I like the guy. And I invest in people. He's got a good background, he's got imagination, and he's got that passion to want to do something he really wants to do.
We also have the automated fare collection system.
Yellowdot is an interesting beast. When they mentioned they want to raise 2 billion pesos, that was a bit of a surprise, and that's when you start thinking, okay, we got to be creative in how we raise that much, because individually it's too much. And I think the team investors, along with Final Pitch, will be able to pitch that to the wider world and raise money. Whether it actually happens or not, that's going to be interesting to see. As a mentor, I like to help as much as I can, but I usually help on the tech side. I look for the passion, and the money secondary.
Up next on the final pitch, please help me welcome the tokenizer, Mark Vernon.
I don't really understand cryptocurrency.
Well, we don't. Well, you think about rewards that you're earning and using and spending. They go up and down in value.
Oh, they're making it simpler.
Well, I am.
Hello, entrepreneurs.
Hi, John.
Welcome to the headquarters of Mark Vernon. The four of you are here for a reason. He sees potential in your businesses. He also sees that his platforms can help take your businesses to the next level. Now I'd like to call in the man who is trailblazing the Philippines into a cashless society. Entrepreneurs, please help me welcome the tokenizer, Mark Vernon.
So, welcome to Tagcash, our humble little office in Makati, where we plan our grand efforts in the Philippines. I think before we get into the challenge, then we should have some lunch. I need to get to know you. I need to find out how you think. It's best done over lunch. Let's go. I'm really excited to meet them and to know them a bit better, because all I had was, a few minutes of the presentation, so it's not enough. So I really want to ask them questions about the business. I want to know how they tick, how they work. And that will affect how, my final decision on whether I invest in them or not. So what are the contributions you have for the bridal business?
Maybe like a shopping cart for each individual couple, and some a friend can offer to pay for even the suppliers, for example, photographers and coordinators. She already has a shopping cart of her preferred list.
This is not just for the Philippines.
Yes.
This is worldwide then.
Yes.
You can actually duplicate it.
So it's good to see if anyone's already done this and maybe take their ideas and have it unique for the Philippines and then build it out as your own service. So then it becomes suddenly a global thing if you do it right. On your business though, what's the split between interns and grads?
40% is fresh graduates, 60% they are all interns.
So there are lots of people that have graduated but now they want to get some work experience. So someone last night was asking, can I be an intern with your company? But I don't know him, I don't know his skills, what he wants to do. So with your platform I can watch the videos beforehand, watch the videos. And you've already pre-vetted them pretty much.
Correct. And also for the candidates, they can actually tick their skill set, and depending on the course that they have also. So I can
search for...
You can search.
Right. From a business perspective, each individual seller may or may not make money, but you always make money.
Yes. But as much as possible, we really do our best with the marketing, with the additional push for foot traffic. It's my duty to keep the people interested in the store.
So on your business, it's an interesting one, but that's why I asked who runs the business. So basically you and your husband.
Yeah.
How long have you been running a business together though?
Short while.
You were working with your husband on projects before, or?
For some of the projects that I went into and gave it to him, so that's what I do. I get projects for him to handle.
So his skills are working with government or?
Government.
And then your skills are?
Corporate.
Corporate. That's a perfect match then, right? Any questions you want to ask about mine?
How long have you been staying in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Everyone asks me this. 7 years in the Philippines, and no, I don't speak Tagalog fluently. I understand a lot of words, and I know how to swear thanks to your president. When I came here, I just saw a need for doing certain things and wanted to start investing, and I like mentoring and teaching others, so that's where it started, and I started investing in small businesses. And what we're doing now with the crowdfunding inside Tagcash is a way of raising money and making it easier for you guys and anyone to raise money from fellow investors or from people outside the country. And for me to be able to invest, more easily sell my shares afterwards.
Is Tagcash a branch of something international?
No, Tagcash is my baby. I own 100% of it.
So it's here in the Philippines?
Yeah.
It started here.
It started here. It's a super app where we do have the e-wallet and we do play with money, cryptocurrency, shares, non-fungible tokens like game tokens. And
I don't really understand cryptocurrency.
Well, we don't. Well, you think about rewards. Think about rewards that you're earning and using and spending. They go up and down in value.
Oh, they're making it simpler.
Well, I am.
He's making it simpler.
I'm making it simpler, yeah. So you don't really have to understand it. You just have to understand, do you think it's going up in value? Buy some. It's like an investment. So yeah, I'm interested in all the businesses for different reasons. Looking forward to the challenge.
Mark is a cool guy. He's very innovative, free-spirited. He inspires me because he's very courageous in dealing with things, in deciding on things, and I admire him on those characteristics of his.
Up next.
He would like to revolutionize the transportation business.
I was not enthused. She has to give up her seat as CEO.
Hello again, entrepreneurs.
Hi, John.
I trust that you had a nice lunch, and I know that you used that time to get to know Mark a lot better. And I know, Mark, that you probably
learned quite a bit
about your entrepreneurs. Now it's time for your business challenge. So Omar and Jasmine, you are now Team Society Bride.
Wow.
Jello and Belle, you are Team Yellowdot. Mark?
Your challenge today is to produce a crowdfunding video for your teammate. Not for yourself, you have to produce it like you were going to produce it for yourself, but for your teammate. So that's why I said you should know each other's businesses quite well. We've got a video editing station and a video editor to help you, and a roving camera guy to actually film any segments you want. It's a short amount of time to do it. That's the challenge.
So we're giving you exactly 3 hours, and your time starts now.
They'll be marked on professionalism of the video, understanding of the idea, and then to present to a bunch of investors tonight.
Pretty now. Nag-iisip. Let me watch your video. So it's all about you branding effort. I was kind of scrambling because I had to find out all the information, even her financials. I have to memorize by heart. You type in your wedding date, it will list all the suppliers available on that date. That's how I want the website to perform.
With Bride Guide, he told me everything he loved about what he is doing, everything about his business.
Kailangan lang natin something unique na, ang hirap humanap ng trabaho. Sayang yun.
I don't know if you need to tell about the company, but...
Parang ako ikaw eh. So sabihin ko...
So, this is how we started?
This is how I started. I started as sole proprietor. I tried to put myself kay Miss Bell para make sure I absorb. Okay, ano ba talaga? What is your passion? Da-da-da.
So what is Bride Guide? Bride Guide is a one-stop online bridal shop.
Yan lang yung video ko. Sabi niya, micro-entrep.
Diplomazee seeks investment of 300...
Ano gamit? Convert text to speech.
Convert text to speech. So,
Bago yan,
magsasalita siya. You don't need to hire someone else.
Oo,
to speak for you.
Okay, guys, you're about halfway through. What's the update?
I haven't done anything.
You haven't done anything?
Because they've been editing their video and I gave them time.
So Omar, you've been hugging the editor.
Yes.
With the videos we came up with, I hope they liked our presentation.
Yan. Done.
Right, okay, good. So let's do this.
So you're going to present that as if it was your startup. So they won't know that you're not the founder. If they know that they think that you're not the founder, then that may count against you as the producer of the video.
Yes, yeah. I got it.
So it'll be fun.
We were informed that the investor doesn't have to know that we were pitching for the other person's business.
It makes it more interesting. They won't know it's not your startup.
Okay. Done.
After finishing their videos, the entrepreneurs now proceed to the next part of their challenge, a pitch to a select panel from the Manila Angel Investors Network.
We are the largest funded, committed investment group in the Philippines. We have 50 members, and we've made 4 investments inception to date, from dating to early 2016.
The setting for the pitch, La Cabrera, Manila, in 6750 Makati.
Hello, investors. So tonight you will be hearing 4 different pitches from 4 promising entrepreneurs. The first team that will present is Team Yellowdot.
Belle of Yellowdot needs to convince the investors that she is the real founder and CEO of her teammate's startup, Diplomazee.
Hi, I'm Belle, presenting Diplomazee.
Diplomazee seeks investment of $300 million for a 15% equity in a global company with initial valuation of $1 million. With Diplomazee, hiring and employment is as fast as singing ABC.
So, your name is Siri.
Well, no, I actually used an app called the text-to-speech.
You didn't feel it'd be more effective to use your own voice?
It would probably take me longer to do it.
So your choice in asking for serious investment from serious investors through a robot voice, I don't think was wise. We are looking at the entrepreneur. We want to hear your passion.
It wasn't much appreciated. Next time, don't use the AI.
But I'm just saying, from what I felt as an investor, I was not enthused. I couldn't even hear it because I couldn't hear what robot was saying.
I guess they had some hints that we were not prepared and that it wasn't our business.
Are you really raising $300 million?
I'm sorry, it should be $300,000.
I want to help her in terms of the details. I want to feed information based on because it's my startup.
So many spelling
so
errors.
many
I mean,
errors.
This is insane that
they were off by 2, 3 zeros.
Those are very important
Like,
mistakes.
she has to give up her seat as CEO, like, as soon as the funding comes in.
Jello of Diplomazee will now pitch Yellowdot Transport, the business of his teammate, Bell.
Hi everyone, my name is Angelo from Yellowdot. I've been in the industry for close to 17 years now for transportation business here in the Philippines. We would like to at least benchmark transportation system in Singapore as well as in Hong Kong.
Was this also meant to be in video?
Yes, we include on the presentation.
What you just, all the things you just said?
No, it's not included in the presentation.
Would you not want to give up a little bit of the showmanship and just say, this is what I need, why you should do it, here are the facts, let's talk turkey.
$40,000 per unit.
Per bus is actually 2 million pesos.
My understanding of a new jeepney is much less than 30,000 USD. More like 5,000 bucks.
I managed to present based on the knowledge that I know. And these people, they are experienced investors. They know if you are lying.
You don't have to carry on.
Okay.
Because we can ask later on, but we got the other presentation to go through.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next to present is the tandem of Team Society Bride. First up is Omar of Bride Guide, posing as Society 8's CEO.
I'm here to present Society 8, a lifestyle concept store.
Oh, I can't hear it.
So that's like a guitar song with some echo in the background?
When I saw the video, I didn't understand your business model. I had no clue. I couldn't understand. I just saw like a pretty woman saying something which I couldn't hear. 50% of the investors thinking there's a very attractive woman, so it must be good.
When they saw Omar's video, I was in there. But then they didn't notice that it was me. So it was a really funny thing.
How is that better than Facebook? There's a lot more growth in the online segment of retail.
With the physical store, they can actually see the product. They can touch it.
He basically succeeded sa pagpapaniwala sa kanila na siya yung founder ng Society 8. And it was fun watching him.
Very good. Thanks very much.
And last to present is Jasmine of Society 8, pitching as the founder of Bride Guide.
Hi there, good evening. My name is Jasmine Delunan. I'm the founder and CEO of Bride Guide.
Bride Guide.
Yes, Bride Guide.
Are you a bride in distress planning the best day of your life but doesn't know where to get everything you need to make the fairy tale happen? Don't worry. Let's produce happy, stress-free brides and make fairy tales happen, one awesome wedding supplier at a time.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Good. Very good video.
Best one so far?
Wow, I know what you're doing.
I'm very happy that Victor says, I understand everything. I got no questions.
No, okay. The nice thing is, I know what you're doing.
That's great.
But I have no clue whether it's worth investing. The only reason why I clapped was because I understood what you're trying to do. I'm sorry to say, but the other presenters, which I had no idea what their core business is.
Nalasing na sila while drinking wine. Of course, they have been very honest, like literal. So ganun pala yun. Pag nagpe-present ka sa mga honest na investors, they will also give you the most honest opinions. It was a real learning experience.
Omar, why are you in the video?
Oh, they were producing in the same office, in my office.
Same office.
I thought you're married or asawa na or something like that. Or
I had nobody. Everybody's working.
Nobody but.
Of course, I missed a few points, but I got it all right for them to believe that I'm the founder.
So, thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello again, investors.
John?
Hey, John.
Thank you for participating in our little experiment. Once again, I'd like to call in our 4 entrepreneurs. Now, gentlemen, you may not agree with me, but I thought that our entrepreneurs over here did a fantastic job. And the reason behind that is because they actually pitched the business of their teammate. It was not their business that they pitched.
Interesting.
And they were given limited resources, limited time, but I think their passion carried them through to what you saw tonight. Mark, what did you think of the entrepreneurs that pitched tonight?
Yeah, I watched them producing the videos during the day, and I didn't give any guidance of how they should do it, just left it up to them. But it's shown here that you've really got to deliver that message in a concise manner. It's pretty impressive what they can do within that time, but I think it will help them in their understanding of pitching their own business. That's something as a takeaway for the whole experiment. Now, when you listen to them pitch their own businesses, that's a totally different story.
I'm sorry if I was a bit harsh.
But now
it's all out because I love you all. And I love Tagcash.
As with any challenge, there will be a winner, but we will not reveal the winner of this challenge tonight. That will be revealed during the final pitch. But for now, entrepreneurs, congratulations for a job well done.
Next time on The Final Pitch, Team Baskin-Robbins meets with their potential investor, Ice Dream Inc. President and CEO, Michael Dargani.
Care for some ice cream?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So now, it's time for your business challenge.
Hi, ice cream? Brian just came in front of them and said, ice cream day.
Like 150 pesos for 2 scoops.
We have a special offer for basketball.
But I think his approach was not the best.